How are you doing? So, I did my live stream and we talked about the Bridgewater Triangle, which is in Massachusetts. Over 200, let's see, 200 square miles. In this, it has a 17,000 acre marsh swamp. They say the deepest it gets is about waist high. And there's a lot of paranormal activity that goes on there. There's also cryptid, Bigfoot. Let's see, what do they say they found? Um, Bigfoot, thunderbirds, giant snakes, um, a lot of paranormal. There's a hitchhiker that people stop and it gets into their car, backseat of their car, and then it disappears. But behind it, what it leaves behind is a laugh, and it's a laugh that echoes. Sometimes people say that when they just drive by the area, I think it's on Route 44, that this red-headed hitchhiker appears and it winds up in the back seat of their car. So, yeah. So, I did an earlier live on here to let people know that I was going live. A few people jumped in that I noticed that we're in that earlier live. And so, again, this is a big thank you. My moderators were really looking forward to see people come in because, sometimes people, they jump into these lives and they kind of get crazy. Malik, what's up? How are you doing? Your name is familiar to me. I think you might have joined one of my morning live streams that I do Monday through Friday. How are you doing? Yeah, I'm just sitting here talking. Had a nice 2 hour live stream earlier, and then I had to get off of that one. I was hoping to get I had an interview scheduled, but due to technical difficulties, the guest was not able to connect. Their video wasn't working that well, and then their audio, they were coming across like a robot. So, where are you? Hey, what's up, Crunch? So where are you guys located from? Again, I don't always remember, but now that I have you guys here, I might as well just start kind of keeping a little log of where people are from. I mean, I won't write down your guys' names, and then say, oh, this person's from here and this person's from there, but I'll just kind of keep like a little tally where people are from. So where are you from? Put a 1 in the chat if you're new to the channel, and then let me know where you're from. I know, Crunch, I know you're in India. You're Mr. Medic. What's up, Sean? What's up, Vladimir? I am in Minnesota. Where are you guys from? Belgium. Hey, how do you say your name? Last name is Peters. Is that how do you say your name? Because I was born in Belgium. Vladimir, you're in Dallas. Awesome. Argentina, cool. Sebastian, how am I doing today? I'm doing very well, man. Thank you for asking. Dr. Phil is in the house. Cool. Cool. Cincinnati, Ohio. Nice. Columbia. You're from Denmark, from Russia. Hey, sir, from California. What type of contact do you have? So what I cover cryptids. I cover things like Bigfoot, Yowie, dog man, things like that. I just did like a 2 hour live stream earlier, but that was a good show. We talked about the Bridgewater Triangle, which is in Massachusetts, and a lot of cryptid activity, a lot of paranormal activity, UFO. I talk about UFOs, aliens, things like that. There are evidence of ghosts. What's the craziest thing that's ever happened? Um, I would say it's probably um you say coon, but right coon. So coon, I was actually born in Belgium. But I think probably one of the weirdest things ever happened when there's a lot of weird things, to be honest with you. Um I was laying in bed one night and my oscillating fan turned itself on where it would start to oscillate. That was kind of crazy. You're from Antwerp? Yeah, I was born in Mons. What's up, Miles Tudor? Hey, Jeremy Hurd. How's it going? Someone, the editor. You're an Indian. Hmm. Do you live at the triangle? No, I don't live. I'm in Minnesota. That's in Massachusetts. Some really weird things that go on in that triangle, though. Pretty weird. So, yeah, the French part of Belgium. Yeah, though I don't speak a lick of French. I really don't. Yeah, 19 in my live stream. It'll get going. Jason, he's a cool guy. He's from Washington State. What's up, Jason? Mr. Rogers, where in Minnesota are you from? I'm north of the Twin Cities. Good question. What do you do? Well, I don't know what happened to your family. You're in Kentucky? Awesome. Oh, you're in St. Paul? Yeah, you're not far. Frank, you really live in Taunton? LA, nice. Yeah, it's cool, man. It's funny whenever you see, numbers pick up and stuff like that. So I usually do, you guys. So my name's Dano. I am the host of the Cryptid podcast. I do live streams Monday through Friday at 6:45 to 7:45 a.m. Central Standard Time, and then I drop new episodes every Wednesday and Friday at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, and then every Saturday night at 8:30 Central Standard Time, I do a live stream. Um, the longest live stream that I've done was like 4 hours and 37 minutes, something like that. Yeah, thanks for the sub, guys. I truly appreciate that. Hold on a second here. I'll have to turn a different light on. There we go. Yeah, I'm an American. Yeah, I live in America. Well, I mean, Dano report all the Dano related Dano. That's awesome. I saw an illegal. Okay, no, it does not count. No, I was not born in America. I was born in Belgium. My dad was in the military. He's in the army. My dad got stationed. My dad got stationed in Belgium when he left Vietnam the second time. Why Bigfoot out of all of the? Oh no, dude, Bigfoot's not the only thing, man. I talk about Dogman. If it's a cryptid, I'll talk about it. Seriously, what was the craziest thing you've ever seen? Craziest thing I've ever seen? Well, I've had a sighting. I had a sighting of Bigfoot when I was 12 years old in Puyallup, Washington. I don't research. I mean, I've looked into flat Earth, but I don't think the Earth is flat. But again, that's just my opinion. El Toro Bravo, hello, how you doing? Mama Bear, what's going on? If you guys are new to the chat, drop a one in the comments and let me know where you guys are from. Uh, the the Bigfoot that I saw when I was 12, um, like a dark charcoalish gray, not quite black. Um, so yeah, I mean, I've actually got an upcoming guest going to be talking about Lizard Man. I've had quite a few dog man encounter stories on my channel as well. If you guys like to, definitely go in and check out my channel. Look at all the other episodes that I have on there, and if it's something that you guys like, consider subscribing. You know, leave a like, hit those notifications so you know when I go live, and yeah. I really don't talk about that type of the paranormal. Um, I stay away from demons. I stay away from black magic. I stay away from witchcraft, the occult. I stay away from that type of stuff. I just don't believe if you give something like that power, then I don't want anything like that manifesting. So, are you talking about Marble Mountain? Is that what you're talking about, Joe? Have you seen the video of the giant that was seen on top? Is that what you're talking about? The Marble Mountain incident? Dogman description? Hey, what's up, John? Nice seeing you, buddy. Um, yeah, we already talked about the dude, that's what my live stream was about, was a Bridgewater Triangle. Hey Charles, how's it going, man? Did you? Okay, well, good for you. Yeah, I know, Joe, that whole Marble Mountain incident was crazy. At first, people said they debunked it, that because of the distance, it was actually another hiker or something up there, but then that was retracted. How's everybody Saturday night doing, or your Sunday afternoon, Sunday morning, depending on where it is? All kinds of, yeah, absolutely. There are tons of, they say in the Congo that they believe that there are still dinosaurs that roam into the Congo. I was just, Ant Boy, I was just reading something on that, that they just found not too long ago, they found a body of someone who'd been missing for like 70 or 80 years, something like that. It's crazy. Yeah. The Kandahar Giant, I'd love to really talk to somebody, interview them about that. Why the heck do you look like a bootleg John Cena? Well, I've never heard that before. So thanks. You love my podcast, Starshine. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Maybe there are many other creatures besides this. There's tons. Ada, there's tons of different cryptids out there. I mean, I was just doing some research and I was like looking at what type of different cryptids are out there. You hear about Bigfoot, you hear about Dogman, you hear about all these different ones, but I've seen some bat squatch, sheep squatch, all these other things. It's kind of, I try to bring those out there. So when I do my Saturday night live stream, what I normally do is I'll try to Man Bear Pig. That is awesome. That's like one of the best ones. Um, I try to bring like either a specific cryptid and tell about stories about that encounters. Like I did Bigfoot. We did the Whitehall incident, 1976 in Whitehall, New York. there's a very well documented incident of a Bigfoot. It went over like a couple of weeks, and then I guess it moved out of the area. I'm not really sure, but South Carolina definitely has cryptids in it. Chupacabra. I would love to have someone come on my show about chupacabra. Same thing with skunk apes. I think I have somebody that's coming on that's going to talk about skunk apes, so it's pretty cool. Henry reports you hear something hitting the side. See, let's see, hitting the side of the house. I thought, yeah, you know what? There, believe it or not, in certain areas, yeah, you do. Snuffles TV, absolutely, you do in Fremont. I've heard some reports coming out of Fremont, Wisconsin. But that's a typical thing you hear going on. They'll come up, they'll slap the side of the house or things like that. Yeah, stories from the Appalachian Mountain. Not only you're seeing cryptids, but you're also running into feral people, which is crazy. I'm more afraid of feral people than I am of Bigfoot or Dogman. We have Crying Baby Bridge. I'm sure there are many haunted bridges. Yeah, there are. There really are. Am I autistic? No, I'm not. Do you know the Bigfoot species is believed to be? We are Smallfoot. You know what? That's not the first time I've heard that. Yeah, that's crazy. You want me to talk more slowly? Hey, Chinov, Chinovo, cheers. How's it going? There are a lot of newspaper articles out there, especially when you see, yeah, David Smith, absolutely. What's cracking, Wayne? The blue people in the hills, absolutely. But yeah, they're especially back in the like the turn of the century, like late 1800s, early 1900s, maybe even up into like 1920s. You'll find a lot of early newspaper articles about a tall, hairy man, or say if it happened like on Devon Creek, which I'm just making that up, the monster of Devon Creek. That's what they'll call him. Yeah, I'm aware of that Bigfoot festival. I haven't gone yet. I'm going to one next weekend in McMinnville. Actually, yeah, East Tennessee, McMinnville, Tennessee. And boy, again, it's funny that you say that because I've heard quite a few people in some of my lives they talk about that, like real life Smurfs. I mean, they call them Smurfs. They don't look like Smurfs in the sense of from the cartoon, but yeah. Again, if you're new to the chat, my name is Dano. I'm the host of the Cryptid podcast, Monday through Friday, 6:45 to 7:45 a.m. I always do these morning shows. I call them Coffee with Dano. And then Wednesdays and Fridays at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, I drop new episodes. And then every Saturday night at 8:30 Central Standard Time, which I'm going to move that to 7:30 Central Standard Time. I do a live stream where I talk about a cryptid, a group of cryptids, an incident, a sighting of some type, and we do that on Saturdays. Let's see here. What's your favorite international cryptid? I've listened before, but never caught alive. So, what is my favorite international cryptid? Um, that's a really good question. I mean, a lot of people don't think that they exist, but like Loch Ness Monster, that was one of the very first cryptids I ever really heard about. Um, there are there's one over in England. I can't remember the name of it. But they call it. I can't remember the name of the play where it's at. Hey Michelle, how's it going? I'm doing very well. Thank you for the show. I'm glad you like it. Um, but they're talking about like an owl man, and then also you have the Morbach monster in Germany. Well, the national animal of Scotland is a unicorn. Mothman, yeah. I haven't heard of the box troll people. You know, let me write that down. Whenever I hear something new, I try to write it down and then look at it. He said box troll people. I'll look that up. Bat Squatch. You know, I heard, you know, I don't know about Bat Squatch. I'm not saying that it's not real because I've never seen it. People claim they have. Um, the Hodag in Rhinelander, Wisconsin, based off of them, called the box trolls. If dinosaurs are real, dragons have to exist. Um, well, I mean, people say they found fossils or what they believe to be dragon skulls and things like that. Again, I don't know. Fun fact: did you know that George Washington passed away not knowing that? Not knowing that dinosaurs existed. He passed away before the first dinosaur was discovered. The fossil, I should say. Control delete. No such things as ghost, aliens, or dragon skulls. What about Bigfoot, Loch Ness Monster, Dogman? What about those? The Bible mentions both dragons and unicorns. Okay, I'll look that up as well. All right. Let's see. Bigfoot you only ever seen on TV. Wrong. I saw one in person when I was 12 years old. It was about, hey, Tales Told of the Dark. What's up, man? If you guys new to the chat, drop a 1 in the comments and let me know where you're from. I'd like to see where I'm reaching internationally. So far, I've seen India, Belgium, Denmark, Argentina, Australia, Colombia. Palestine. Have never had a Palestinian in, or someone from Palestine in right now, if that's where you currently are. Oh, okay. I know where you're at in Washington, Canada, Fremont, Wisconsin. We were watching from Ghana. That's awesome. You got more chance on witnessing World War III than Bigfoot. Well, okay. Control delete. That is your opinion, and you know what? I think it's only your opinion. So, Brazil. Yeah, added that. A lot of people believe that as well. Yeah, I would. I don't know if they call it stargates. They call them portals. But again, I don't. I've never seen one use one, so I'm not saying that it's true or not true. Let's see here. Well, okay, so Bigfoot and Yeti, yes. Sasquatch is just another name for Bigfoot. Yeti is a completely different species, so to speak. A lot of people call the Yeti the abominable snowman. I have a question for you. Do you know the backstory on Bigfoot? Bigfoot was a normal guy. Okay. West Coast is Sasquatch. Yeah, just depending on the region you're in. I mean, down south, they call them boogers or wood boogers. Florida, they're skunk apes. Yeah, so it's just depending where you're at in the United States or in the world. Yes, shadow people are real. I know people who have seen shadow people. Did I know or did I not know what? No, I didn't know that. Saudi Arabia, really? Awesome. Yep, the Ohio grass man. In Nepal, it's the Yeti. I'm not going to answer that question. Natalie, what's going on? Good morning. You know, it's crazy that you just said the jinn. Um, I don't know what to think about the jinn. I know they're they scare me. I know I wouldn't want to see one of them. Box trolls are British. Like I said, I'll definitely look that up. Hey Natalie, what time is it at where you're at right now? That means Vonnie should be jumping on here. Yep. I remember you saying that there's a movie about them called Box Trolls. Oh, it's 6:12 in the morning. She may not be up. My son started asking people if they've had any strange Sasquatch encounters, and the amount of people that have is crazy. They just don't. You're 100% right. They don't. Really, they don't. What are your thoughts on witches? Lots. You know, I just heard not too long ago. Um, um, that there's a witch in like down South America, Mexico, Central America, that she drowned her kids, or her name's like La Lorna or something like that. I heard another podcast on YouTube discuss that, and that was scary. Witches are real. Yeah, control, delete. Just, again, that's your opinion. Why are Bigfoots often seen at the same time? Bigfoot. I really don't know. If I had a better idea, of why that happens, I wish I could tell you. But you're not the first person that's asked that question, or the first person that's reported that, saying that they've seen, um, a UFO or UFO activity in the same area where Sasquatch, Bigfoot, whatever you want to call it, has been spotted. Some people even said they've seen them walk in or out of an spacecraft. Yeah. What are Men in Black? The best way that I can tell you what Men in Black are part of a government agency that want to keep things under wraps. Yeah. Well, see, Natalie, you're in Scotland, and don't you have banshees? Banshees there in Scotland? Cake, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Okay, the Kardashians are witches. That is great. Skinwalkers, yes, I have heard about them. Nope, Leo, that's not happening, buddy. Yeah, let's get you out of here. Yep, sorry about Leo, you guys. You got people coming in here wanting to do stupid things. I wish I had a couple of my moderators in here. So, what about Dogman? What about Dogman? They exist. I've got a few. Got a few episodes I just posted recently that have Dogman encounters. So go check them out. Yeah, the black dog for sure is a Scottish legend. I've heard about that one as well. Hey, Debbie Bright. See? What's up? How you doing? Glad to see you in this one. Cake, I wish I had an answer for you. I really don't. Thanks, man. Appreciate that. I got this up in Seattle. I went up to Seattle the beginning of last month to shoot an episode for a new series coming out on the History Channel. Nay, you don't need to remind me. I'm very strong in my faith. So what made me start doing a podcast? When I was 12 years old, I had a sighting of a Bigfoot in Graham, Washington, and that kind of stuck with me, for a long, long time. I tried to talk about it. I'd get laughed at, called a liar, things like that, and then I found this one podcast called Sasquatch Chronicles and listened to a few. Hey, Toys R Us kid, what's going on? And then I started listening to a few episodes on Sasquatch Chronicles. Then I sent them an email and said, "Hey, I've had an encounter. I've kept it under wraps for like 30 years. Um, I'd like to tell the story." And it was very therapeutic for me because there's a lot of people that had similar encounters. And then what I started doing, I started um, making checklists for myself, listening to other people's encounters or listening to audio or seeing video or pictures. And I'm like, I've seen that or I've heard that. And it just started it just started coming all together. Realized that I had I'd had previous encounters to my sighting, and then definitely had uh, two more encounters after my sighting. My episode, I want to say, was in the 400s, like 464, 484, but it's a members only. It's a members only episode. You know, again, you have to understand, OKC, that um, a lot of these encounters, people are not going out looking for these encounters. They're not ready to have, their camera or whatever. All my encounters started in the late 70s and then carried up until like early 1992, about that time frame. I haven't had any encounters after that, and here we go. I've had it with this guy. So, hey Pax, how's it going? But yeah, so I mean, I've had a total of 5 encounters over almost 20 years. Only had one sighting. So, hey, I appreciate it. You guys, thank you so much for the subs. I'm not going to get on here and beg you guys to sub or anything like that. If you guys want to check out what I have on my channel, check out all the episodes. I'm coming up on, I've got a total of 91 episodes. I've got 3 getting ready to be released. That'll be like episode 91 will be like the last one on the 20th it's dropping. But yeah, so I've got some lives on there, got other episodes of people. All the people who are new, um, hey Jay, thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Okay. But yeah, I do live streams Monday through Friday for about an hour, 6:45 to 7:45 a.m. Central Standard Time. And then I drop new episodes every Wednesday and Friday at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. And then Saturdays around 7:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, because I'm changing. I did start doing them at 8:30. I'm going to change them to 7:30 Central Standard Time. And what time is it right now? It is 12:20 a.m. So it's Sunday morning. If I had to fight a creature that people don't believe is real, like, what do you mean fight? Because, I mean, I don't know. That's a hard question. I didn't even know that you called me gay, man. If you want to call me gay, go ahead and call me gay. I'm not, but I mean, if that makes you feel better. Colorado, I lived in Aurora, Colorado for a couple of years. And there are sightings in Colorado, big times. So you mean like a boxing match? I would probably say where it's just strictly boxing. I'd probably say like maybe one of the Loveland Frogmen, probably. Your true cake. A lot of people can't explain these things. Where am I at now? I'm in Minnesota. Yeah, John, it's 1:20 a.m. where you're at. Give you some cryptids to Google. Okay, let's see here. The Moorbach monster. That's in Germany. Dogman, Bigfoot, um, the Jersey Devil, Mothman, things like that. Yeah, Michelle, I agree as well. I don't think we're meant to know everything. I mean, if we knew everything, we wouldn't be able to function as a society, as an individual. We wouldn't be able to. Troll trucker tacos are awesome. Also, check out the Loveland Frogmen. Check out the Beast of Bray Road. If you, Daryl, check out the Beast of Bray Road. Um, Look up the Whitehall, New York, 1976 incident. Yeah, that's true, Van. There's probably a ton of creatures out there that we don't know about, like legit creatures, like look in the ocean, look into parts of the forest. You guys, you got to understand, there are parts of this world that have never had human eyes lay on them. Just imagine what's in there. Also, yeah, check out the Bridgewater Triangle, Darren, if you want to. Cornelius, I can't say your first name, but yeah, welcome to the channel. Where are you from? You've been telling me a little bit about the box trolls, Ant Boy, and I promise you, I'm going to look them up, so you don't have to get into it. Egypt and the China descends of dragons. Well, I mean, that's true. Some people do. K-Teka, hi, how are you? Where are you from? Welcome to the show. Two Shadows, what's up? How you doing? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. Well, I'm gonna look them up. I'm trying to engage with everybody on here. Well, I mean, if he's even talking about the movie, I haven't seen the movie, so been a while since I've looked up cryptids, but you popped up randomly, so I'm gonna thank you so much. And Darren, if you like what you see right now, check out what I have on my channel, and if it's something that you're interested in, please consider subscribing to the channel. It'd be great. W, what's going on? Too many trolls here? Yeah, there are, man. There are. But I'm gonna do this real quick. There we go. My bro has just jumped on here. Harley, what's up, man? How you doing, buddy? Man, dude, I can't wait to meet you, man, in person uh next week. Yeah. Dude, I did a 2-hour live stream earlier we talked about the Bridgewater Triangle, and then I was supposed to have a an interview with someone in Australia, but their um their internet wasn't really working that well. Indian, where am I from? I'm from Minnesota. Bruins fanatic, what's up? W, I couldn't tell you. I don't know. Could not tell you, W. Benton Bernard, Black Mass. What do you mean Black Mass? Good, man. I'm glad. And that's what I try to do, man. When I do these, I'm just doing this because, to tell you the truth, I'm bored. Well, I'm not bored. I mean, I can't sleep. I suffer from insomnia. Some nights it's worse than others. But that's why I do a daily live for about an hour in the morning before I start work, just to connect with people, see how they're doing, where they're from. Seriously, I want to know how you guys are doing because this world, man, there's so much nonsense going on in the world that a lot of times we lose ourselves. We don't remember, how things used to be, and we just take things for granted. Baby, bro, I'm not gonna say yes. I'm not gonna say no. I am. I'm a diehard Seattle fan. I grew up in Seattle, well, Tacoma, but Seattle. I've been a Mariners fan since 1978. I've been a Seahawks fan since 1978. Hey, what's up there, Wind? So, I'm always going to support, my favorite team. I've been with them through the highs and the lows. I was sad when Seattle got, stolen from, when the Sonics got stolen from Seattle. Now they're OKC. I was sad about that. To be honest with you, I haven't watched basketball since, really. The Kraken, new hockey team. I became a fan. So, Frankie Norbert Steiner, here comes the hall monitor. What's going on? Hold on. I was in the reserves after active duty. Was out Oregon Coast. Hey, Two Shadows, what branch are you in? I'm an Air Force veteran, Air Force Security Police. I served from 90 to 95. I was stationed in Germany and then F.E. Warren Air Force Base in Cheyenne, Wyoming. I have heard of the Pennsylvania Bigfoot Society, Stephen. Gray, 100%. You served in three? What do you mean you served in three? What? Hey, Gray, don't spam. If you start spamming, you're going to get put in timeout by one of my moderators. Have I ever become frightened of one of my? Yes, I have. My last one. Tom. Bet Tom, 77 to 82. Oh, so you're in the Navy, the Corps, and the Army Reserves. Nice. Tom, how about you? Welcome to the channel. Steve R, what's up? I want to encounter one, but so far unsuccessful. When you want it, it's not going to happen. When you least expect it, that's when it's going to happen. You got to go into these things with an open mind and not a goal set before you. Every single time I encountered one, it wasn't because I'm out looking for them. It just happened. Same thing with one of my moderators. Bro, I'll tell you right now, joining the military was like the best thing I could have done. Absolutely the best thing I could have done. It's my last encounter, something I don't like to talk about. It's emotional. My younger brother, who is my absolute best friend in the world, he passed away when he was 42 years old. Um, and I had that last encounter with him. Him and I had flown home from Germany on emergency leave, and my grandfather passed away. And my brother knew that I was going to the funeral for my grandfather, but he didn't know that I was going to stay back and then surprise him for his graduation. So what's up, AI? How's it going? Um, so I surprised him with being there for his graduation. One thing we like to do when we were kids, we like to go camping and fishing and stuff like that. And he goes, "Hey man, let's go camping." I'm like, "Sure, man, let's go camping." And um, we went to this place. He said he knew a really good a campsite that was not a normal camping site. Abnormal investigations. What's going on? So we go and start walking down the trail, and he says, "Hey, if we cut through here, we'll cut some time off. We'll get to it." And as we did, we walked about another 45 minutes on this new off the beaten path, and he went to relieve himself on a tree, and there was a whistle, and I heard the whistle, and I looked over at my brother, and he's like, "What are you whistling at?" And yeah, man, take it easy, man. I'll see you at the end of the week, man. Thanks for stopping by, man. Appreciate you, brother. And yeah, so he thought I whistled, which I didn't. It was my little brother, you know. And I went to relieve myself, and something threw a stick and hit the tree I was standing next to. And then my brother's like, "Man, we got to get out of here. I just saw something throw that." And so we got out of here. Uh, the Esme, I don't know if I'm saying it right, Esme family. We talk about cryptids. We talk about Bigfoot. Talk about Dogman, things like that, UFOs. So abnormal investigations. Thank you so much. But it's just hard for me to talk because I mean it. I watched my brother. He showed me what kind of a person he was. He showed me, even though he's only 18 years old, he kind of stood up and like manned up, and so I mean I've told the story a few times, but I get very emotional when I really tell it, and I just don't want to get emotional in front of you guys. I try not to, but yeah, abnormal. I've had a total of 5 encounters, and of those five, I've had one sighting, and that started from around 1979 to 1992. What's up, Jason? I'm glad you're back. Am I scared of ghosts? I wouldn't say scared, but I'm kind of. What's up, Bone County? I'm so glad to see you here. I got another one of my mods in here, so that's good. It's okay. It's okay. It's just what it is. It escorted us out of the woods. I was making a lot of noise. Hey, Charles, thank you so much for jumping in, man. Hey, abnormal. If you want to come on my show, I'll come on your show. I'll have to look to see when I have time, though. Paul Chandler, you're from Seattle. I'm from Tacoma. Oak Ridge Taxidermy. What's up, brother? Shoot me an email, the Cryptid Podcast 72 at gmail.com. The Cryptid Podcast 72 at gmail.com. Well, I'll tell you this. So I got a question here. Hey Sharon, how's it going? 2DKO, how's it going? Sorry about that, you guys. Let's see, where's that question here? What are your thoughts about these cloaked beings approaching hunters? Okay, here's the thing. Um, if they have the ability to cloak, and again, I haven't seen one cloak. Um, um, I think they do it as a way to kind of see what's going on, what they're doing, what the hunter's intentions are. But I've heard more stories of these things just boldly coming out. Um, what would I like to see the most? I would like to see the most. I've seen a Sasquatch. I like to see another one. But I'd also like to see the Mothman. I'd love to see a Kushtaka, which is the Otter Man, and they're up in southeastern Alaska. TJ, have you really? Yeah, that I watched that. Are you watching it on Tubi? Oh man, that's funny, bro. Okay, what was that here? I heard my name called so clearly in the woods when I was 12. I ran a mile back home asking why my mom. Yeah, Dodge 87 V10 Dodge. Yeah, 100%. You got to be careful with that, man, because I've heard people have had encounters with that type of stuff as well. So you got to be careful with that. No, I don't think dogmen and skinwalkers are the same thing. I do not. Are Sasquatches alien? I don't. Some people say they may be. Again, I haven't encountered seeing a Sasquatch and then also UFO activity in the same area. I haven't heard army stories of soldiers sending giant spiders. Yep, I've heard that as well. I've heard that as well, Les. 100%. You Google the Beast of Bray Road. Yeah, scary. I had Lee Hampel on my show in an interview. He has a farm that's out there by Bray Road, and he has footage and pictures and stuff of dogman activity in and around his farm. You saw Frankie Norbert Steiner. You saw the Beast of Bray Road when you were your junior year in high school. I'd like to hear that story. If you can send me an email at the Cryptid Podcast 72 at gmail.com, the Cryptid Podcast 72 at gmail.com. I'd love to hear that story. No, I never have. What are you asking for us? Let's see here. Well, they appear as an animal. Mostly it's like coyotes, but they say they're shapeshifters. I'm at his I'm at his beats. I'm made his beats. I talk about Bigfoot, Dogman, other types of cryptids. I'll talk about skinwalkers. Do you think it's related? I saw skinwalker same day areas. My parents found a bunch of dead dogs. Ooh, I don't know. That's pretty crazy. I don't know about that, Dubby. Okay, here's the thing, Thomas. I never seeked them out. Never in my life have I ever seeked. I've never gone out and said, I think I'm going to look for Bigfoot today. The one time I saw it, my dad and I and my younger brother were driving home. We used to live off this old gravel road, and probably about 200 meters from where we turned into our property, um, it was standing there on the side of the road where my dad turned his brights on. It was right there. I saw as soon as we came off the paved road onto the gravel road, I saw eye shine way ahead of us. And I said, Dad, dude, there's something up there on the road. He's like, oh, it'll move. It's probably a deer. It'll move. It'll move. And as we got closer, it didn't move. And yeah, my dad turned his brights on, and there it was, standing on my side of the road. Nessie? Yeah, Nessie's a cryptid. I'll talk about her. Whatever. Do I believe in aliens? Absolutely. Do you believe in the Leshy? I don't know what that is. Don Carlo. Jamal, please behave. Okay. Absolutely. Thomas, that's exactly why I started this because to be honest with you, I started this podcast for selfless reasons. I needed like a validation of what I'd seen and what I encountered, what I experienced. Because before I started talking about it, I felt like I was alone, you know? something growing up I never really talked about. Every time I tried to talk about it, especially with someone that I love, like my family, I'd get laughed at, you know? And, I just found Sasquatch Chronicles and I sent him an email and said, "Hey, I've been sitting on this for like 30 plus years. I just need to get it off my chest." And he had me on a show. And so, yeah, it's definitely, I want understanding. I want people to come on the show and understand, hey, it's okay that you've had these encounters. There are people like you who have had these encounters. They don't know what to do with it because you got to think about it. You're seeing something that you're told doesn't exist. It's not supposed to exist in the reality that you're in, you know? Um, and there it is, it's standing right in front of you. Or you saw it run across the road in front of you. You just don't understand what's going on. So that's why I started. It's a safe place for people to come on, share their encounters, try to ask questions and try to understand, and in some cases trying to deal with the encounter that they had. So that's why I started the channel. What do you mean they suddenly disappeared in northern Idaho? Yeah, true. Hey, Cake, that's 100% true. Thomas, not a problem, man. It's my pleasure to answer your question. Yeah, on my channel, if you guys want to go back and look at some of the live streams that I've done, the ones that have like names like Dogman Encounters, sometimes I get on there and I show some footage that people have sent me. Like I have footage that was taken in Canada. I want to say it's Vancouver, BC. It's December. It's like 20 below zero. There's snow on the ground, and something flies right up to the security camera. And it's not an insect, not at 20 below zero during winter. Um, yeah, check it out. It's pretty cool. Laura Evans, did you? Honestly, if you have seen you guys, if you guys have had an encounter with anything, Dogman, Bigfoot, any type of cryptid, UFO, alien, lizard man, whatever, and you'd like to come on the show, please shoot me an email at the cryptid podcast 72 at gmail.com. The cryptid podcast 72 at gmail.com. Kilua, hello, how are you? I feel Bigfoot can go in and out of. A lot of people believe that. Mabatha, your last name Mabatha. Hi, where are you from? Hyperzone. I wish I could read that. You're from Russia. Okay, cool. Uh, Simbawi Mabatha, if that's how you say your name. We all saw you say hi. I said hello to you. How are you? Acorn, Wisconsin. Southeast Wisconsin. Review Archive USA. Thanks. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I try to give you guys the best content I possibly can. Do you like the show Mountain Monsters? I try to watch it. I just can't watch it. I tried. Oh, you'll send me email tomorrow? That'd be great. I'd love to hear from you. Yeah, New Orleans is a very spiritual place. Yeah, Elkhorn, Wisconsin. That's like 5 hours away from me. James Dean, hello, East LA. How you doing? Yeah, a lot of people say that I look like Jack Black, which is that's cool. I like Jack Black. Really? Shadow Man for real? Boone County, you better not have gotten someone to come on your show before my show. We're gonna have problems. Hey Falcon, how's it going? Ricky, you have. Ricky, is it Shafe? If you've had an encounter you'd like to come on my show, shoot me an email at thecryptidpodcast72@gmail.com. Thecryptidpodcast72@gmail.com. Mineral Point, Wisconsin. How was that Rib Fest? Was it good? Bro, you know I always got you, man. If I have someone, I'll make sure they get on your show as well. Me and my best friend were on Vashon Island in Puget Sound. Had a spaceship come up to us 5 feet in front and would look. Okay, Paul, I have family on Vashon Island. My email address is thecryptidpodcast72@gmail.com. Thecryptidpodcast72@gmail.com. Shoot me an email. Yeah, I bet your Ribfest was crowded. I think they had like a Rib Fest one time at Mystic Lake in Prior Lake, Minnesota, and that was pretty packed. Sage Wall. A lot of vendors from down south. Oh yeah, for sure. Let's see here. What do you let's see? Do you watch Nuke's Top 5? I don't know what that is, Falcon. You look like Wade Fishes. Kevin French. Yeah, I wish they did too. I mean, I would definitely hit up one, a conference in the Pacific Northwest. I know they have one in Oregon, but for Washington, I'm not really sure. I mean, I do like ghosts and ghost stories, but I really don't like to bring new stuff in, so to speak, because I don't want to give it any power. But I do watch a lot of stuff. Like I watch that guy that what's his name, Elton, and he has Matt Rife on there overnight. I watch that sometimes. There's a couple of things I watch on there. Nuke Top 5 is a competition channel. It'll draw traffic here. Oh, cool. Well, I'll definitely check it out. I'll definitely check it out. The interview was a no-go. Wyatt, it was a no-go. Oh, that's another one I'd like to get a hold of is someone who's seen Goatman. I'd like to see that. Yeah, I know, man. Hey, Kevin, I did. I saw that's what I was talking about. Him and his friend Elton, they bought the Warren house. Yeah, I think I'm having someone on that had a skunk ape encounter, probably in the next couple of weeks. Now it was okay, man. He felt bad as well. Hey Mike, what's up, brother? How you doing? Blessings from Texas. Thanks, man. Blessings from Minnesota. How are you doing today? They bought the house next to the no, they owned the house and the museum. Big Brother's always watching us. And I guess they're caretakers of all the items inside the museum. Oh, so they bought. Okay, yeah, I'll look it up, man. I mean, I could just be seeing something different. They're leasing them. Okay. Hey, Whitey Ray, how's it going, man? How are you? Oh, okay. You're enjoying my chat. Thank you so much. Again, if you're not aware of who I am or what I do, my name is Dano. I'm the host of the Cryptid podcast, where we talk about all things cryptid: Bigfoot, Dogman, Nessie, the Kushtaka, or otherwise known as the Otter Man, Jersey Devil, Mothman, those type of things. UFOs. Always sad. What's up? How you doing? You know, you guys, it's funny. I hate scary movies. I hate them. I cannot. I can't do it. I cannot do it. I don't like the hack and slash, the gory things like that. What do you think of S4 location? I don't know what that is. Yeah, they're caretakers of the other items. I believe with you on that. I know you're talking to somebody else in chat, but what is the military hiding Area 51? If I knew, I couldn't tell you. Virginia D, you're going to bed. Well, good night. Thanks for stopping in. I appreciate you coming in. Of course, it'd be Sasquatch. 100% Angel. 100%. I have seen a Sasquatch. Scary's okay. Yeah, the hack and slash, I can't do that at all. What is the Otter Man? It is a southeastern Alaskan legend cryptid. It's called the Kushtaka, and yeah, they call it an Otter Man. It's a shapeshifter, and it could be malevolent, where it can help you and guide you and save you, protect you, or it could be, um, it could be nasty. A trickster leads you to your untimely death. Dano, you coming? Bro, I'll be there. I'm flying out on Thursday, and I'll be at my hotel room like early Monday morning. I mean, Friday morning, because I have a layover in Charlotte for like an hour and 18 minutes. Mothman's your favorite? Awesome. I'd love to see one. Is it Eager or Eaker? I don't know how to pronounce your name, but yeah, Sasquatch don't really bother me that much, but definitely Dogman would. Do you think? I really don't like to discuss Todd Standing. Um, uh, I believe early on he probably had some very amazing encounters, but for his more recent work, stuff like that, I don't want to trash anybody. Some people, they don't believe his stuff holds up, and I just want to keep my opinion. I haven't personally witnessed or seen all this evidence, so I can't really um, give you definitive. Oh, I think he's full of crap versus he's 100% certain. So you know, until I spend time with someone like that, I guess I can't really have a form of an honest opinion in it. Hey, the spaceman. I hate to tell you this, man. I don't want to burst your bubble, but Slender Man is not real. That was like a made up, um, made up story, video or something like that. What about Wolf Creek Falcon? Alex, who's a liar? What about vampires? Some people say vampires are real. I haven't personally seen one, so. Have I heard of Billy Whack Monster? I have not. I'm going to write that down. I'll look that up. We were talking about horror movies. No? Oh, you guys are talking about horror movies. Okay. That's cool. Okay. Billywhack Ranch. I'll look into that. I'll definitely look into that. I've heard about ball lightning. I've never seen it. Hey, Sean Collins, what's going on, man? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. I've never been to New Orleans. Is that true? They never close? Spaceman, I heard that too. I heard that. I just caught a gnome. Grasshopper plus. What do you mean you just caught a gnome? Was it the kind that hold like a little sign? My big steam goon. Who's a goon? This is a what? Yeah, let's do this. Wow. Oh, dude, it was a long time ago, wasn't it? Bro, man, I've talked to so many people. So many people. And literally like for the last week, I've been working on my my kitchen, putting down new flooring and stuff like that. So my mind is all kittywampus everywhere, man. It has. Oh, Sean, when did I interview you? I know it was a long. Now I remember. I know it was a long time ago. Yeah, like 2 months ago, bro. When I get back from vacation, if I fill up the rest of the month, uh, I'll be at over 100 episodes. UAP Hernandez, hello. Says she saw a small dark figure when she was a kid. The creature was going through her laundry bag. What? Oh, Dad, who's gonna carry the boats? Australia. Falcon, you're from Australia. Awesome. Does the death of see we're all a fantastic family. Yeah, we got a good chat going on, you guys. We have good people in the chat. I love seeing chat like this. You guys are just jonesing. You guys are Scranton, PA. Nice. You guys are feeding off of each other. You guys are engaging in conversation with each other, and I like that. Ask away, guys. I'm here. Questions. What do you got? Where are you from? If you're new to the chat, go ahead and drop a 1 in the comments and let me know where you're from if you haven't already done so. I'm never up at 2 a.m. What are you doing up at 2 a.m. then? Okay, so Dubby, that's a good question. So here's the thing. I have heard reports that Bigfoot have used coyotes for hunting and things like that. Do I know it to be true? I don't know. I've just heard that. I have a death whistle yet. Just go out and do it, man. Just go out and do it. Make sure you record it when you do it, because I would love to see that video. There's quite a few people that I know that are in Maryland. You wouldn't do what? Wyatt, you wouldn't blow a Aztec death whistle? Yeah, Yosemite does. I believe they do as well. You better blow that whistle. You better blow that whistle. I want to try it at a camp, but don't. Bro, a death whistle, I don't think I'll call in a bear or a cougar. Well, it could. Dude, you got to make sure that it's quiet and it's dark when you do it. Yeah, spaceman. Yep, you're right. It's 11. Bro, it's 1 a.m. here right now. Mega Man James, I bet you could. Well, I don't know, man. I don't know. You're Man, you guys are not letting me reply back to these people. Holy smokes. Yeah, Libby, man. I can't wait to talk to you. Like you and I, we have an interview. I want to say it's Monday. Yeah, it's actually Monday. You and I have an interview. I, I think it's going to be a great interview, to be honest with you. All right, Jason, man. Hope you have a great night. Sleep well, man. And I wish nothing but the best for your mom and your dad, and I'll be praying for them. Your friends are excited. That's cool. That's cool. So, um, so are they wanting it to be are they expecting it to be a live interview or a pre-recorded interview? Hey, Spaceman, thanks for stopping by, man. Thanks for the great conversations and the great questions. I truly appreciate it. Um, if you haven't done already, so check out what else we have on the channel, and if you like it, please consider subscribing. Oh, cool. I hope she does. That'll be great. Van, are you going to bed? You leaving? If you do, man, have a great night. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. We'll do a live. I'll work on the thumbnail tonight. Tomorrow, actually tonight, because it's Sunday. I'll work on the thumbnail and I'll get it posted, and then people will be able to see it. Harper's Ferry, West by God, Virginia. Oh, okay, that's cool, Van. That's cool. Van, I just want to say thank you so much for being a member. I appreciate that. Anybody who's in the chat is a member of my channel. Thank you so much. You guys, I'm working on more merch. My next giveaway, I want it to be a nice little package for you. Vincent, what's up? How are you doing? Vincent, you're new to the channel. Put a 1 in the comments and let me know where you're at. Where you from? What's up, Ryan? Yeah, that's why you don't ring bells. Well, yeah, dude, they expose demons, so ring away. You're in California. Awesome. What part of Cali? I've been to Bakersfield and Porterville. Those are the only two parts of California I've ever been to. I appreciate that, Van. Modesto. Okay, cool. Right on. Born and raised in California or transplant to California? I don't know. So born and raised means you were born there and you grew up there. Transplant means you say you were born in Colorado and your parents moved to California, or you were born in North Dakota and you graduated high school and decided I'm going to move to California. That's what transplant means. You were born there. Okay, born and bred. All right, there you go. Born and raised. 28. Well, we were up almost to 50, and now we're dropping down. I guess I'm boring. I guess I'm boring people. You live in Oakland. Okay. Can I be a mod? Nah, when people come in and ask to be mods, I just can't. I can't allow. People that are mods are people that I know. Elbow Macaroni. That is a cool name. You just saw two rats doing it. Okay. Hey, it's nature. They're gonna do it. What are the Sierra sounds? I mean, I wish I could play some of the stuff that I have on here. I have Sierra sounds from Ron Moorhead. Ron Moorhead himself sent them to me. Actually, it's Samurai Chatter. Your friend Gabe showed you my channel. That's cool. Appreciate it. I'm an old man myself, so I mean that's a crazy question. You guys, look Oh my gosh. Hey Cake, I'm glad you found that's another cool name, Cake. It's just simple, it's easy to pronounce. Nah, man, I don't drink soda, man. Sorry. Thanks, Chris. Appreciate it. Yeah, I'm glad you found the channel, Cake. I appreciate it. Anybody jumping into the chat who's new, never been here before, drop a one in the comments. Let me know where you're from. And if you like what you're seeing so far, how about jumping over? Well, you can jump on over to the channel. Look at some of the other content that I have posted up there. And if you like it, please consider subscribing to the channel. It doesn't cost you anything. LA, nice. Have no idea who you are or what the show's about. It showed up on your feed. Well, Amy, my name is Dano. I am the host of the Cryptid podcast. We talk about everything cryptids. If you're asking what cryptid is, right there, Bigfoot, the abominable snowman, Yeti, whatever you want to call them. That's what we talk about. Well, I'm glad you're getting into the chat too, Shadows, and chatting it up. I love the interaction I see going on in the chat. But it was nice how you explained born and raised versus well, I mean, there's no reason for me to be a jerk to anybody. You know, there's never a reason for me to be a mean. Even if they come on here and they ask, off color questions and things like that. There's no reason for me to be a jerk to anybody, even if they're being a jerk. I believe in the golden rule, that type of stuff. Treat people how you want to be treated. I want to be treated nice. I'm going to treat people nice. Falcon and Ghost. I'll talk about ghost encounters that I've had. Nirvana is not classic rock, bro. Yes, Nirvana is. It's classic grunge. Come on, Sean. It's pretty 90s. Dude, nowadays, hey Blue Blue Dolly, how you doing? God bless you too, man. Bro, man, it's sad that they're putting stuff up that are like good, like oldies now. So the other day, I'm a 49-year-old female. Whoa, Toys R Us kid, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Whereabouts in Oregon? I have family all over Western Oregon. I bet you they do. I could tell you the ones that that my brother had interactions with. He had interactions with two juveniles on the property that we lived on where I saw mine. Um, and my dad would have like 60s, 50s, 60s, 70s music, and we used to play the music all the time. And my brother said they would come right to the tree line, they'd sit down. He says every once in a while he would see them, and they loved listening to the type of music my dad listened to. It's crazy. You know what's crazy is that my daughter, she have you are you guys familiar with a place called Plato's Closet? I have not. I'll look that up. I'm sure I can find it on YouTube. Is that right, Amy? I know who I've heard of Mitch before. Uh yeah, I heard that, Sean, that his son sounds just like him. Bigfoot milk makes you strong. In no way affiliated. I wouldn't know that. I mean, if you know that, I mean, good for you, man. I got family in Salem, Dallas, um, Astoria, Eugene, Coos Bay. That's where my dad was born, in Coos Bay, North Bend. Yeah, I want to say it was down in North Bend for a couple summers. My dad's cousin, so like my second cousin, they owned a dairy farm. So I'd go down there and work on a dairy farm when I was a kid. A lot of great memories. Visit the sea lion caves and things like that. Go over to Lincoln, like Lincoln City, the beach right there. So yeah, you're just outside of Portland. Nice. You know, guys, I went to Portland a few years ago, and it was not the Portland I used to visit when I was a kid. Oh my gosh, I was so sad to see Portland in the state that it's in. I was so excited. My nephew and his fiance, she was going out there doing I want to say graduate school. She had like a graduate class she was doing. And so she was going to school out there. And I was so happy to see him out there so I can go out there and visit and then kind of show him around Portland and stuff. And man, when we got out there, I was like, this, where's like my home away from home? You know, it's just horrible. Yeah, I have family that lives in Salem, Oregon as well. Two Shadows, you're not going to go where? All right, Natalie, you have a great night. Thank you so much for stopping in. I appreciate it. Hope you have a great night. I hope you have a great day, I should say. Yeah, I know. I mean, it's a touchy subject, and I don't like to bring politics or religion into anything. You know, it's just it's hard to see. You know, when I used to go to Portland and visit my grandmother, and I have a memory of Portland back in the day. Um, yeah, people are. I appreciate people hanging out, and Natalie, again, thank you so much. Yeah, Portland used to be a great place to visit, like for real. So was Seattle. You know, what's really cool is I worked in Seattle. I worked up on South King Street, and it was when the Mariners were making a big run during that one year. I want to say it was like 95, I want to say. And where I worked, my boss was a season ticket holder, and he would tell me, "Hey, get done with your room doing this, and then um, we'll go down and watch a ball game." So it was cool. So I get paid to watch a ball game. I got a good question. What's the newest cryptid on the scene? I don't know. I had somebody trying to goof on me. It's a friend that I know. He goes, "Hey man, I heard of a new cryptid. It's the slee stack." And I'm like, "Man, slee stacks are not a cryptid. They're made up, and they're on Land of the Lost." But what's the new cryptid on the scene? I really don't know, man. I mean, do you know? Oh, you live in Seattle, Amy? Oh, I don't get me wrong. I love Seattle. Oh, I used to go up Seattle all the time. Um, I was just up there recently, and the city's changed. It really has. I mean, the whole vibe of the city. I remember, um, let's see here, those white lanky golem looking dudes freak me out a bit. Oh, do you guys want to hear a story? I got one memorized. I've told it a few times. You guys want to hear a story? Street Kids United. I'm new. Just came across. Wonder. Hey, we talked about cryptids. So here's a story. You guys want to hear a story? Check this out. The story is called the East Texas Golem. All right. And so a few years ago, this guy and some of his buddies, they went in together and they rented a parcel of land to hunt. So it's called a hunting lease. And this guy wanted to kind of step up his hunting game. What they like to hunt out there are feral hogs, right? And so he goes and he buys this new thermal scope. It's like a $6,000 scope. And so one night he goes out to this new hunting lease, and he goes and he finds a spot to set up, and he sits down in front of this tree, puts his back against the tree, and he's looking through his scope, and he doesn't see anything moving. He sees nothing moving at all, right? Oh, one sec, guys. I'm sorry. I've been up for almost 24 hours, but anyway, um, sees nothing. So he's like, I got to get up and move. Nothing's moving. Nothing's out here. I'm hoping to see some hogs. Nothing. So he gets up and he moves about 150 meters, or I mean 150 yards from where he was sitting. And he sits down and he's kind of sitting. Hey, Adam, what's going on, buddy? San Antonio, love that city. So he sits up at this new tree and he's kind of angled at a different area. I mean, he could still see where he was sitting at before, but now he's got a different perspective. He's got a different view of checking things out. So he's scoping, and after a few minutes, he's looking through the scope and he sees something moving, and he's like, "Man, here comes the hogs! Here they come!" And so he's scoping in on it. And he's scoping in on it. He's looking at it, and he noticed. He goes, "Wait a minute! That's not a hog. That looks like a human, like a naked human." And so he's watching this, and this thing is moving through the piney woods, right? Goes up under the underbrush, the brush and stuff, and goes right up to the tree that he was just sitting at. And it starts sniffing the tree. And it's like engrossed where he was sitting. Like this thing is getting his scent. And so he's watching it with his scope through this infrared scope, this night vision scope. And he's looking at it, and it starts looking around, and it starts looking in his direction. And so he says, "I'm watching this thing." And all of a sudden it raises its head up like it's going to howl like a wolf, he would assume. And he hears, he's watching this thing, and it goes, "Help! Help me! Help!" And he's hearing a woman's voice. This thing it's crying for help. And he hears it speaking in a woman's voice. And as he's watching this thing, it does it again. "Help! I'm injured. Is there anybody out there that can help me? Please help me. And again, it's saying this in a woman's voice. And this thing all of a sudden looks right at him. And he's like, holy smokes, this thing can see me. So he flips his rifle to fire. He doesn't want to shoot it because he's not sure what it is. He doesn't know if it's a human being, if it's sick, if they need help. But this does not look right and it does not sound right. No, this is not a movie. This is a story. It's called the East Texas Golem. This happened a few years ago in Texas. So he goes and he shoots. He shoots right above its head, right? And it doesn't move. It just looks at him. So then it starts moving. So then he takes another shot. Boom, shoots over its head, and this time it moves. And he noticed that this thing's taking off, and he's trying to follow it, but it's moving so fast through these pine trees. And so it takes off. And he noticed that it's taking off. It's leaving in the direction opposite of where his truck is. So he takes off as fast as he can to get to his truck. And when he gets to his truck, he gets in and leaves. And he's to this day, he said he still does not understand what he was looking at. So, do you believe in atheist? Real question. I believe anybody could choose what they believe, what religion they want to be. So, yeah. And then I saw someone jump into the chat. So it's Chico. No reason to be sorry. Did I say your name correct? Welcome to the chat. Drop a 1 in and let me know. Oh my God, I would have ran after the first shot. Yeah, absolutely. What do you think of Vic Cundiff? I've had Vic on my channel. I've been on Vic's channel. I like Vic. He's never done anything for me not to like him. I mean, I've heard people, I've seen people in some of his chats who've been not so nice. But again, Vic Cundiff, he is the host of Dogman Encounters, and he's got a couple other ones. So you're learning English. Please speak slowly so that I can understand you. Thank you for your patience. I love fantasy stories and action movies. Where are you from? And some people call these fantasy stories, but I usually have, I believe that they're real stories. They're real encounters. And I like to listen to them. You're from Algeria. Awesome. Has anyone ever seen him? I don't know. When he was on my channel, I said, man, just let me look at your face. I don't know. He's not gonna, he just won't do it. How are you doing mentally, buddy? Are you taking time to enjoy yourself? Ransom, are you talking to me? Bro, I'm always loving life, dude. Even in the worst times, man, I'm still enjoying life. Thanks for the live. Interesting to join. Good night. Amy, thank you so much for joining. I truly appreciate you coming in. And if you haven't already, check out some of the other information or some of the other episodes that I have. And if you like what you see, consider subscribing. I truly appreciate it. Ransom, dude, I already told you. I'm good, man. What's up, Chavez? You're new here. You're from Algeria. Lauren, where are you from? Welcome to the channel. Human, sir, can I take a moment to talk to you about your cars? Sure, human, you can. Yep, I know. If you guys haven't already checked out the channel, check out and see what I have posted already. I've got over 80 episodes that you guys can check out. And if you find something you like and you want to continue watching or listening, please consider subscribing to the channel and hit those notifications so you know when I go live. I go live so you guys know who I am. I am Dano. I'm the host of the Cryptid podcast, where we talk about cryptids, Bigfoot, dog man, that type of stuff. And uh, every Monday through Friday between 6:45 and 7:45 in the morning a.m. Central Standard Time, I I do a live stream just to reach out to the community and people that jump in who are interested in what we're talking about. Um, every Wednesday and Friday, I drop a new episode, and then every Saturday at 7:30 Central Standard Time, I do a live stream where we talk about a specific cryptid or a group of cryptids or an encounter, a specific event. Do you invest in cryptid currency? Reginald the Seventh. I don't know of cryptid currency, but I know of cryptocurrency. And I'm not saying if I do, and I'm not saying if I don't. Do I have to live in the US to watch you? Where are you at right now? If you're in Algeria, you're watching me. I'm in SRQ. Lauren, where's SRQ? I don't know where that is. Is that I don't know. Sarasota, Florida. I've been to Sarasota, Florida. I actually like Sarasota, Florida. Jay Fizzle in New Zealand. What's up? We got a Kiwi in the house. What's up? Yeah, I did interview Sean. Sean is a cool dude, and thank you for saying that. I appreciate you. Uh, Chico, I answered that already. Falcon, one thing I'm trying to get, man, and I think I've got a couple of them lined up, is I'm trying to get an interview with someone who's had an encounter with a Yowie. And here I thought my vocabulary was decent, and I didn't even know what cryptid meant. Well, hey, we learn from everybody, man. We'll never hold that against you. What I think about skunk ape? Now, some of the pictures I've seen, it looks like an actual, um, for the better lack of words, a long-haired chimpanzee, but it's not. There's other people I believe that they're real. Yeah, that's funny. And you know that a cucumber is actually considered a melon. Did you know that, Lauren? Awesome, man. Thanks, human. I appreciate that. Okay, W, you do. All right. Well, good for you, man. I hope it's a lucrative job for you. You didn't know that a cucumber is actually a melon? Yeah. Okay, C-Wag. Now, you honestly, that is one of the best questions I've ever had asked on here. Um, I don't know, man. That's crazy. You know what? I think one is smarter than the other in certain fields. But yeah, you can't take things away from Leonardo DiCaprio. I almost said Leonardo DiCaprio, Leonardo da Vinci. Yeah, that's crazy. That's right. Geniuses in their own right. Jay Fizzle, what's going on? How are you? How's it over in your hemisphere of the world? Receding cheek lines. Who has receding? Me? I have receding cheek lines. I wish I could grow a full beard. I really wish. Everything's going good here. That's like asking who's more intelligent, Plato or Socrates? My eyebrows are on fire. They're fire. Thanks, I appreciate it. You know what? I do nothing. They're natural. I don't do anything with them. Yeah, it's true. Well, sometimes we get people that want to. Some people want to push the envelope, so to speak, Lauren. Yeah. Mm, Serious question: waffles or pancakes? All right. Some people are gonna cringe when I say this. I love waffles with a little bit of maple syrup and some peanut butter on the side. Wow, unknown. That's pretty. I don't know how to take that. J Fizzle. Waffles because I have pancakes more often than I should. I've never been a real big fan of pancakes. I'm not. Um, but if I do have pancakes, I like blueberry pancakes. You should try it with peanut butter. I thought the same thing was disgusting, but my dad used to eat it that way, and I'm like, oh, let's go. I'll try it. Chocolate chip. Yeah. But again, I'm a huge. I love blueberries. SM, what's going on? Fun fact: Da Vinci should have discovered physics. He was so close. French toast. Now, if French toast is cooked correctly, that's straight fire. Yeah, what you want to do is this is what you do. Bad decisions. If you're gonna make waffles, make your waffles. Put your syrup on it, but you want to take your fork and you take a big scoop of peanut butter out of your jar and you put it on the side of your plate. You cut your waffle up, you take a little dollop of peanut butter, you stab your waffle, put it in your mouth, and then chase it with an ice cold glass of water. Steak and eggs is fantastic. Anything with bacon is also fantastic. I trust this guy knows how to make. Dude, I am going to toot my own horn. I am a master griller. I can cook almost anything on a grill. Thanks for the sub, Lauren. I appreciate it. Hope you have a wonderful day. Okay? I just had a seafood pizza. Why in the heck are we talking about food? Okay, Falcon, check this out. The best pizza I've ever had was when I lived in Kerpen, Germany, and I was hanging out with a girlfriend of mine and some of her friends, and we were having a party, and they ordered pizza. One of the pizzas had salami on it, which was okay, pretty cool. The other one had tuna fish on it. And I'm like, what in the heck is going on? I tried that tuna fish pizza, hands down to this day, the best pizza I've ever had. Hey, everybody, how's it going? Crypto Warbird. I saw Bigfoot emanate from an oak tree and then came up to my car trunk, put his hands on it, looked at us, then went backwards and absorbed into the tree. Humboldt County, that's in is that in California? Humboldt County? Shoot me, hey, Crypto Warbird, send me an email The Cryptid Podcast 72@gmail.com. The Cryptid Podcast 72@gmail.com. I'd like to hear more about that story, please. Joy, how are you doing? Jasmine, remember me? I do remember you. You know, one of the early jobs I had, I used to work for a company called Peterson's Fryer Farms. They just primarily did poultry. And whenever a new product, like a new like store, grocery store would open up and carry our product, I used to go out as a part of a team, and we would cook our product. And so I used to grill like I was learning. The grill was literally the size of a trailer, like you would pull behind your truck. Good night, Toys R Us kid. Great seeing you again. Jasmine, I do remember you. It's in the Emerald Triangle, that's true. But yeah, I like cooking. I like grilling salmon, chicken, pork, beef, whatever. Viler, well, here's my thing. Have never seen them do something supernatural or paranormal. I haven't. I'm not saying that it's not possible. What I saw was flesh and blood, but I am open to the idea of them being something else. Yeah, the possibility is there. Why Bigfoot, not Littlefoot? Well, someone earlier in the chat said that we are considered little feet. Ooh, Sean, that I bet that's delicious. Muhammad Shah, what is my gender, man? Well, you just said man, so apparently you already know. Why they're not a problem. I'm glad we could answer your question. Anybody's new, you come into the chat, drop a one, let us know where you're from. And if you'd like to, go ahead over and check out the channel, see what other episodes I have dropped, see what I got going on. I've got about 80 plus episodes for you to view. And if you like it, consider subscribing. If not, it's okay. Hit a thumbs up and hit the notifications. I don't think we're living in end days. Some people say that we are. I don't think we are. Yep, okay. Hey, Boone, take care of that, please. Violet, thank you so much for subscribing. Hello from Jamaica, Queens. That's, bad decisions. I think you've been in one of my other chats before. I don't know. Do you plan on educating yourself more? I don't know. Two Shadows, yeah, the Veil. I believe the Veil's sending as well. Yeah, Bad Decisions, man. That's a great name. You can't forget that name. But yeah, I remember you popping in one of my lives. It was one of my morning lives, I believe. Yeah, Crypto Warbird, definitely shoot me an email at cryptopodcast72@gmail.com. I'd like to hear them. I'm on here for about another 5 minutes, guys, and then I am I gotta go to bed. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I, you know what? Let me write that down. How do you spell that here? Let's see here. Taniwha. Yeah, I'll definitely look that up. Yeah, thanks, Crypto, for sending me that email. I'd love to hear those encounters. Hey, Boone, if anybody jumps on and just starts dropping some stupid stuff, dude, like it looks like it's gonna get racist or something like that, dude, don't hide them. Don't put them. I mean, don't put them in timeout. Don't delete the message. Hide them. Boot them right off. I don't have too many stories about little folk. I'm really curious about it. I've had a couple of people that I've interviewed that have said they've had encounters. Like one guy, um, I can't, honestly, guys, I can't stand that racist crap. I just can't. There's no room there's no room for it in the world, really. I don't have time for it. Oh, there's another one. But see, what was I saying? What was I gonna say before that? Before the morons get on here. Hmm. Why was 6 afraid of 7? I don't know. I'm always good for a good joke. What's going on? Because 7, 8, 9. Bah, bah, bah. Danny Ballard, there's a name I recognize. The jackalope is the most feared cryptid. It's it's so funny, the jackalope. Danny Ballard, hello. I've seen you in my chats a few times. How you doing, buddy? And why was 10 afraid? I don't know. I don't know that, cheese lover. Why don't you tell me? I am Kaz and new here from Nigeria. Well, welcome. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to the channel. There, Tella. Thank you. Cheese, welcome to the channel. Welcome to the chat. Dreidel for FMK. Can I bust? I don't know what that means. Well, cool, man. Well, be safe out there. I don't know what that means. Because he was in the middle of... Oh, that's bad. That's so bad. Any sort of sightings of abnormal or paranormal events on U.S. highways? Yes, all the time. So I'll tell you right now, human. I did a live show about just tonight about the Bridgewater Triangle, and there is a haunting on their Route 44. There is a red-headed ghost that stands on the side of the road, and he hitchhikes. He's wearing jeans, work boots, a red and black flannel shirt, and people said they see it. They see him standing there, sometimes in the rain, and he has his thumb out like he's hitchhiking. And those who've picked him up, they said that, he doesn't say anything. Yeah, Sean, it is in Massachusetts. They say that he doesn't say anything. And next thing you know, all of a sudden you hear this maniacal laugh. And it echoes and it echoes and it echoes. Sometimes you won't see him, but you'll hear the laugh. Sometimes you just drive by and you look in your rearview mirror and he's sitting in your back seat. Do I hunt? Yeah, I used to hunt all the time. I do fishing. I fish a little bit now and again. Yeah, absolutely. A lot of I just had a Chelsea on, and her dogman encounter was on roadside. This thing came up out of a ditch. This ditch was 6 feet deep, and she said it poked its head up out of this ditch, came up out of the ditch as she was driving by, and it ran. She was going 53 miles an hour, and it kept up with her car and looked into her passenger side window and showed its teeth. Hey, Bad Decisions, thanks for stopping by, man. I appreciate you. Have a good night, man. Well, you guys, I am going to shut this one down. I am tired. Uh, it is 1:46 a.m. here. I just want to say thank you so much. Everybody who joined the chat, thank you so much. If you would like to see what other content I have, please stop over, check it out. And if you like it, subscribe. Don't forget to like, hit your notifications so you know when I am going live and dropping new episodes. Just so you guys know, when I go live is Monday through Friday, 6:45 to 7:45 a.m. Central Standard Time. Every Saturday night at 8:30 Central Standard Time. Actually, 7:30 Central Standard Time. And I drop new episodes every Wednesday and Friday at 1 p.m. Central Standard Time. I can also be found on Spotify. So if you want to listen, because you don't want to get distracted by what you're watching, check me out on Spotify, the Cryptid Podcast on Spotify. Next Saturday, you guys, I will not be doing a live show at night. I will be at a conference, Bigfoot conference. So throughout the day, I'll be going live every now and again. So again, guys, thank you so much for joining the chat, checking out the channel. I appreciate you guys. Have a wonderful, wonderful weekend. And if it's getting close to starting your work week, you guys, I hope you have a great week of work. All right. What's up, Dan? Oh, Global Media Inc. What's up? How are you doing? I'm just calling it a night. So again, thanks for stopping in. Hope you guys have an amazing day, amazing weekend, amazing work week. As my buddy Josh from Mysteries Unknown, I am from Minnesota. As my buddy Josh from Mysteries Unknown always says, you guys stay prayed up. And as I always say, remember, a legend begins with a sighting. You guys have a great night. Thank you so much. I appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you so much. Do a show on the Goat Man. I need to find people to interview, and I will look it up as well. Thank you guys so much. You guys are awesome. Thank you.